Replacing the starter in your vehicle is a relatively easy procedure. Many people can do it themselves. In this video, I will show you the basic removal and installation of a starter. If you're not sure your starter needs replacing, watch our video When to Replace Your Starter to learn how to diagnose starter failure. Or you can visit your local AutoZone where we can test the components of your starting and charging system for free. Since we'll be working under the hood, it's important to observe basic safety precautions. Set the parking brake and be sure automatic transmissions are in park and manual transmissions are in neutral. When lifting your vehicle, always use jack stands and chock the wheels to prevent rolling. To avoid burns, allow your vehicle to cool before doing any type of repair. And don't wear loose clothing or jewelry that could get caught in moving parts or might bridge electrical connections. And finally, you should always wear proper eye protection. Let's take a look under the hood and get started removing the old starter. First, we'll check the battery state of charge. To do that, we'll be using a basic voltmeter you can purchase from any AutoZone store. The red lead is the positive connection and the black is the negative connection. Simply touch the leads to the appropriate battery posts. If the voltage is 12.6, then the battery is fully charged. But if it's below 12.4, it needs to be charged. Use a standard home battery charger like this, or if you don't have one, take it to AutoZone for free charging and testing. It could be charging while you're replacing the starter. Next, disconnect the negative battery cable. Before getting under the car, we'll block the rear wheels to prevent the vehicle from rolling backward or forward. Then we can lift the vehicle with a jack and place jack stands under the frame of the vehicle. Remember, never rely on a jack alone to support your vehicle. Now, locate the starter under the engine. Loosen or remove any parts that might interfere with removing it. Then disconnect the electrical cables attached to the starter. Mark them accordingly so you know how to reconnect them to the new unit. Remove the mounting bolts. There are usually 2 or 3 holding the starter in place, and then carefully remove the starter from the vehicle. Now let's take a look at the starter we just removed for telltale signs of other problems that might have caused the part to fail. If not corrected, these will likely result in a similar failure on the replacement unit. Look for contamination. Starters can easily be damaged by fluids leaking into them. Typically, this is caused by coolant leaking from the water pump or from a bad hose, motor oil from a leaking gasket or seal, or possibly power steering fluid from a leaking pump or hose. Now look for burnt areas or signs of overheating. If your vehicle should have heat shields, make sure they are properly attached and not damaged. There could be excessive resistance in cables or connections causing an extra burden on the system. Also, check the drive gear teeth. Signs of wear on the drive teeth likely indicate similar problems on the flywheel. If there are any signs of these other problems that may have caused the starter to fail prematurely, be sure to address those issues. If they damaged your old unit, they'll kill the new one as well. To install the new starter, we'll simply reverse the removal process. There are a few important things to remember to make sure the job is done right. First, always check the box your new unit came in for any technical service bulletins. Compare the old unit to the new one, making sure the mounting points and offsets are the same. When reconnecting the electrical terminals, take care not to over-tighten the bolts. You can actually break internal components. The same thing goes for the mounting bolts. Over-tightening can crack the housing. Reinstall heat shields or anything else that you removed to get the old starter out. You shouldn't have any extra parts. Finally, reconnect the battery. Don't forget the battery must be fully charged so you don't damage your alternator. The folks at AutoZone are happy to charge your battery for you, for free. Now it's time for a quick final inspection. Make sure that any wires or cables that you may have moved are in their proper locations. Check that all the tools you used are accounted for, and finally, start the vehicle and enjoy the rewards of your hard work. For more information regarding starter replacement and testing, you can call our free technical support hotline at 800-228-9672. You can also go to AutoZone.com and find complete repair info for your specific vehicle, or you can stop by your local AutoZone. Remember, do it yourself doesn't mean you have to do it alone. Thanks for watching.